Hello friends and welcome to the class of mathematics. So in our previous video we just learned the basic proportionality theorem and the problem related to the basic proportionality theorem. So in today's video we just learn the property of an angle bisector of a triangle. This is very simple theorem. It depends on BPT. So what the theorem says? So the bisector of an angle of a triangle, I just repeat it, the bisector of an angle of a triangle divides the side opposite to the angle in the ratio of remaining side. Okay, so here is the figure. So triangle ABC is given and CE is an angle bisector which bisect the angle C. So there is a sign here. So the opposite side is of that angle C is AB. So it divides in the part of AE and EB. So it comes in the ratio. So what is given? So given means I just explained yesterday. Given means to read the figure. So what the figure contain? What the figure contain? Triangle ABC is there and there is angle C which bisect by CE. So I just write the given in triangle ABC bisector of C. So this is bisector of C intersect AB at E. So this bisector intersect that AB at E. So we want to prove that. To prove, what we want to prove? CA divided by CB is equal to AE divided by EB. Okay. So the angles opposite side divides the segment with reference to remaining side. So we want to have some construction in the figure. I just explained what we can do, which is called a construction. So the bisector is here. I just draw the line which is parallel to CE. I just draw the line which is parallel to CE. Okay. And I just extend that AC and touch to the parallel line. So I just write the construction what you explained. Draw a line parallel to CE and passing through B. Extend AC such that it intersect the line which is we just draw it. Okay. Now we want to prove. So what is the proof here? Now look here. The triangle what I am saying here. So CE is a parallel to line BD. Okay. So angle CE is parallel to BD. Now just look the angle. The angle ACE. Angle ACE is congruent to angle CDB. Look here. This angle and this angle. They are angle CDB. They are corresponding angles because the line is parallel. So this is corresponding angle. Now, so this angle is congruent to this because this is corresponding angle. Now look here. I just darken something. You just concentrate on that. So this is actually the formation of Z and these lines are parallel to each other. So this angle and angle angle ECB and angle CBD. I just write here angle ECB is congruent to angle CBD. So ECB means this angle is congruent to this because they are alternate angle. So they are alternate angle. Now, so what the given is, CE is the angle bisector. So it obviously means that angle ACE is congruent to angle ECB. Angle ECB or here is ECB. So this is what the given statement. So just concentrate on the three statement. Angle ACE is congruent to CDB corresponding angle. Angle ECB is congruent to CDB and ACE is congruent to ECB. So if I give them as number 1, 2, 3. So from 1 to 3 what you get, angle CDB is congruent to angle CBD. So angle CDB is congruent to angle CBD. So angle CBD, this angle and CDB, this angle. So these angle are congruent to each other. So just concentrate to this triangle CBD. The base angle are congruent. It means that it is a isosceles triangle. So these two sides are congruent. So we obviously said that CD is congruent to BC because the isosceles triangle form, and we know the property, if the base angle or in isosceles triangle, the side opposite two angles or congruent angles are congruent one. Okay. Now just concentrate the figure I just picked up from this one. So I just take a triangle ADB. So here is angle ADB and this transversal CE is parallel to BD. Now in our previous class we just know the figure when a line is parallel to the line or third line of triangle which intersect other two lines into distinct part, that means the sides ratio are in proportion. So we are using the property of or you are using the basic proportionality theorem. So what the basic proportionality theorem says? AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CD. So AE upon EB is equal to EC upon CD. But what we are just explained, CD is congruent to CB. CD is congruent to BC or CB because it forms a isosceles triangle. So instead of this AC or instead of this CD, so AE upon EB is equal to AC upon. So I just replace CD by CB. So CD by CB. So what the proof is? AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CB. In the same way, AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CB. So this is the next theorem. It is called the property of three parallel line on a transversal. What the theorem says? The ratio of intercept made by a transversal by three parallel line is equal to the ratio of corresponding intercept made by any other transversal on the same line. What it means? There are three lines L, M, N. They are parallel to each other. So actually what the given says, three lines are parallel to each other and there are two transversal T1 and T2. So T1 intersect line L at A, line M at B, line N at C, and T2 intersect line L at X, line M at Y, and line N at Z. Okay. So the T1 intersect made on line LMN. So the intercept are AB and BC. So what the ratio AB divided by BC is equal to any other transversal on the same parallel line. So that T2 made the intercept XY and YZ. So what we want to prove that AB upon BC is equal to XY upon YZ. Just prove it, the ratios are equal made by the transversal. Okay. Now I just join this CX. Okay. Now just concentrate, there are two triangle made. So I just darken that one. So this is the first one. I just darken one. So here is triangle CAX. So look the triangle CAX. So I just write here a point. Suppose this is point P. Okay. So CAX in triangle CAX, that PB is parallel to AX. So we are applying the BPT to triangle CAX. So we are applying BPT. So what the BPT says? CB divided by BA is equal to CP divided by PX. Okay. So this I just write the equation 1. Now just concentrate the triangle. So just concentrate the triangle XCZ. So now triangle is here. So this is the XCZ. I just darken here. Just concentrate the darken part of triangle XCZ. So in XCZ, that PY is parallel to CZ. Again we are applying BPT. So I just write the reason is BPT. Again apply the BPT. So what the BPT says? XP upon PC is equal to XY upon YZ. Again this is the BPT. So I just write equation number 2. Okay. Just concentrate the equation. So this part is CP upon PX. Okay. Now, and here is XP upon PC. Now, I just invert this to get this CP upon PX. So, I just apply the invertendo. I just inverse it. So here is PC upon XP is equal to XY upon, I just invert it. So I just get the same one. So I just invert this one. Again, we are just twisting one to apply a double invertendo. We are applying it in the ones to make it short one. So instead of invert this one, I just invert equation number 1. So I just apply invertendo inverse to the equation 1. What says AB upon BC is equal to XP upon PC. So I just write the equation 3. And how the equation 3 comes? It invert equation number 1. So I just write here invert equation number 1. Okay. Now we just concentrate equation 2 and 3. So what equation 2 and 3 a common part is there? So XP upon PC is there. Here is also XP upon PC is there. So if XP upon PC is equal to XI upon YZ and XP upon PC is equal to AP upon AC, so obviously from equation 1 and 2, what we write? AB upon BC is equal to XY upon YZ. So what this property? So we are solving some problem related to the theorem of angle bisector, theorem of 3 parallel lines, and yesterday's theorem BPT. So just look the problem number 1. So in triangle MNP, NQ is angle bisector theorem. So here is NQ is angle bisector. So we are applying the angle bisector theorem. So what the angle bisector theorem says? So it is very easy to write which angle is bisect. Just start with that angle. Okay. So here is angle N is bisect. To start with N, goes to one point, goes to second point. So I just start with N because N is bisect the angle. So which angle bisect? Start with that point. It is easy to convenient for us. So here is NM upon NP. So I just go with this one. I just go with this one. Now the Mn ends on M. So start with MQ. So here is MQ and what's the remaining? Here is QP. Okay. I just put the value. What is Mn? Mn is Nm. Here is 5. Npn is 7. MQ is 2.5. We just find QP. It is very simple. Just cross multiply. QP into 5 is equal to 2.5 into 7. So QP 5 multiplication. Change the side, goes to division. 2.5 into 7 upon 5. So 5 are 2.5. Here is 0.5. So 7 into 0.5, that is 3.5. So result is QP is 3.5. So look at the example number 2. So there are 3 parallel lines and the transversal, 2 transversal is there. So we are applying the property 3 parallel lines and 2 transversal. What the property says? So 3 parallel lines and these 2 transversal are there. The ratio intercepts are equal. So AP upon PD is equal to BQ upon QC. Okay. This is what the 3 parallel lines and transversal. I just put the value. AP is equal to 15. PD is equal to 12. BQ just find, right? BQ. QC is 14. Just cross multiply 15, or you are just simplify or reduce the denominator also. So here is 15 into 14 divided by 12 is equal to BQ. So here is 6 2 6 are 12. Here is 7. Here is 3 2s are 6 and 3 5s are 15. So here is 35 divided by 2. So 35 divided by 2 means BQ is 17.5. Okay. Let's go with the example number 3. So what the figure says, we are applying the BPT. Now it is very important to know, sometimes the student may confuse that which theorem is applied on which figure. So just concentrate the figure. What the theorem says or what the figure contain is very important. So here is just missing to write that RV is parallel to SJ. Okay. Now RV is parallel to SJ. So when the line is parallel to the third line, we know the theorem of BPT. So you are applying here BPT. So what the BPT says, dr upon rs is equal to dv upon bj. So this is from by BPT. Okay. Now I just put the value. dr, what dr is 18. rs, we just find the ds. So there is no actually ds in the formation or in the equation of BPT. But when you concentrate the figure, ds is addition of dr and rs. Okay. So we know dr. So finding rs, you get ds. So I just find first rs is equal to dv is 18 and vj is 3. Again, very simple. So I just write here 18. So it is 6. Okay. So dv is 6, vj is 3. So I have the cross multiplication. 18 into 3 divided by 6 is equal to rs. So 6 1, 6 3 is 18. So here is 3 into 3, 9 is equal to rs. But actually we just find ds. So what is ds? ds is dr plus rs. Very simple. dr plus rs. So dr what they given? dr is 18. And what the rs we get? It is 9. So ds is 18 plus 9. So 18 plus 9 is 27. What you get? It is 27. So today's video, we just learned the property of angle bisector, property of three parallel lines and transversal, and problem on the two property. So if you are having any query, just comment me, and thank you.